What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you some of the tips and tricks of Blackhawk Rescue Mission PvP. So I'm probably going to start off just here in the lobby, and then I'll go in the actual PvP round and give y'all some tips on where you can go and what you can do. Alright, first tip. Most people know this, but I'm just going to start off with kind of the common sense ones. If you add muzzle to your gun, it actually, although it can sometimes take damage away from your gun, it also makes your gun way more quiet, therefore people can't hear you or really know where you are if you shoot. Not as much. They might still recognize where you are, but it would be a lot harder. Another tip is, when you have a very big gun, like say the AK-103 or the sniper, you have to be very cautious about how big your barrel is in your muzzle, because that means when you're looking around a corner, people are going to see the tip of your gun, so you might want to be careful about that. Alright guys, so whenever you're on the side that needs to secure an objective, I have a couple tips. So the first one is, someone just said, how do I get stars in chat? Well, the first tip is, for this map, if anyone ever goes to this car, if you hit perfectly enough, you can actually shoot under the car. I'm having to deal with someone right now, hold up. Alright, well, we're in the first round, but remember, you can shoot under this car. This is one of my best tips I can give you. This works almost every time for me. Whenever you're on the side that's protecting the objective, if you run right over here, jump out, you can flank the other team almost perfectly without them noticing at all. And then you just come to this rock, clear out any of these guys, unless you're bad at aiming like me and you have high recoil because you suck. That will usually work really well because you have the element of surprise. Alright, another tip is, if you're being wrecked on the attack, when you have to attack on the objective side, something you can do is basically just like we flanked last time, do the same thing but from this side. You just have to go around the entire map like this, and they probably won't see you if you stay low and in the bushes, and then you can flank them and hopefully get them both. Depends on if you're doing 5v5 or 2v2, the chances are always higher or lower if you're going to get spotted. Look, I can get this guy right here, and then I saw someone over here, but I'm going to go ahead and advance before I get them. Alright, so as you can see, I successfully flanked all the way to the cabin, and obviously it works pretty well, but man, I cannot find this other guy. I'm probably going to die. Alright, that's pretty much it for the tips and tricks of this map. There's one more thing you can do that basically everybody knows, so I don't even really need to show you this, is when you go to the cop car, it's a pretty nifty trick to just camp right here. It works pretty well. But, like I said, you can shoot under the cop car, so if the other team knows that, you're kind of screwed, so it's up to you whether or not you want to do this. Alright guys, now moving on to this map. So I do have a couple tips and tricks for this map. The first one, which is pretty much the most obvious one, is shoot out the lights when you're in the objective room. When you shoot out the lights and you hide behind the objective right here, you're practically invisible, and you can just pop up when someone's coming and you can hit them. They literally, most of the time, won't see you. Another tip, don't go right here. Everybody knows about it. It's the most common thing to ever do, so just don't go right here, okay guys? Alright, so I have another tip, or trick, or whatever you want to call it here in a second. If I don't die, I can show you. Is when you hide right here and smush yourself in this corner, they won't see you and they'll walk right over your head and you can hit them. See? He walked right over me. Alright, so this time when you're attacking, you can pre-fire right here before they even make it over there, and you can get some kills. You just jump right here on this truck, and you'll get up, and you can shoot at them, and you can see very well. You can even go higher if you want to get a better vantage point. Second tip, something I feel like is very unused, is this place right here. It's really useful to get right here and just take cover and shoot them from right here instead of advancing to that wall. That way you can kind of see a bigger vantage point of where they are. Another tip, when they're camping spawn, it's really useful to go in here and shoot them before you rush the objective. That way they can't kill you when you're trying to get there. And yet another tip, when you're going to the objective room, immediately look right here in case there's campers, because like I said, that is very common. Alright, so the same thing goes for this side. You can pre-fire over here as well, and sometimes, see, look, I just got a kill. So sometimes you can get a kill just from doing that as well. That's pretty much it for this map. I'll see y'all when I get the Tokyo map. Alright guys, so another tip I have for y'all is when you're on Tokyo map, you can come right here and jump and kind of move to the right, and you can get up. It's very difficult to learn, but with enough practice you can do it. I'll go ahead and do it again just to show y'all. So you come with a running start and jump immediately after you hit the bench right there, and then you have to hold the D key so you're moving to the right while jumping, and you can make it up here without having to boost on your teammate's head. So it's a very nifty trick. Alright, another tip or trick is if they're camping in the tower on the objective side and you can't make it heaven, sometimes it's better to come right here and make the right turn in the alley, because you'll make it to the same spot without being able to get camped by that person, because you can use this place as cover, see? And that person is getting shot at because they went that way. There's probably a camper right there. I have to watch out for that. Alright guys, as you can see, I'm going to do it again right here, and it should work as long as you get it good enough. And every single time, pretty much, you can make it. I struggle with it sometimes just because it is difficult, but I can every time eventually get it. See, I'm up. Another tip or trick is, if you have enough people and you all are jumping right there, you can actually get on that roof. Like, I've been up there, it works. So if you have like 3 or 4 friends and you're all jumping right there, you can make it up on that. That's pretty much it for this map, and since that's the 3rd map we've covered, that is it for today's video. So, if you are new to my channel, I do Blackhawk videos like this almost every other day. So be sure to subscribe if you enjoy that kind of content. I will see you guys in the next one.